Can't you see I'm hard hooked, Doc? It's up to 4:30 a.m. playing parcheesi with Mrs. Hilligan. You know you don't say no to Mrs. Hilligan no matter what time of day it is. And this is all I got, and I'm going back to the bone mat and sleep until the gopher does something. Better run, folks. Happy New Year 17. Already getting busy. I'd like to play this little ditty I remember from my childhood as a favorite that my music teacher always used to play. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Oh, it's Roger Echo Mango time, Doc, and a Delilah in a deep Delphic state. Yes, I'm not sleeping and whistling dilly-wop in my sleep. In 3 minutes, Mrs. Hilligan automatically gets a message that gives her your phone number to your home that I found in an old ancient Roman phone book. That's using your education, Doc. I bet you got 3 gold stars and a clover on your final exam. Unless you got another one of them vegetable cornucopias. Our time is up. You have walked a hallowed house. I estimate about 4 minutes just to get through the oranges. Alright, Doc, I got a story for you. I can fill in some more blanks. Yeah, I have another Vermont Jimmy fine maple smoked stirring stick to do your stirring trick. Sticks are what I do, Doc. If you need a stick, I got a stick for you. If you can imagine it, I can create it. If you haven't, I have. Here, take a look at my portfolio. That doesn't work for you, medical man. Go to hell. I've even got a stick for that. Alright, Doc, once upon a wherever the hell I left off. You're invited to the company stick party, Doc, and you're invited to come on as a company surgeon. We could always use a good doctor. A lot of stick accidents around the factory. It's gonna be a real shinny this year, Doc, a real shinny. We're gonna do an upwards count of the bottles of beer song, and whoever the last man out is gets $23,750,000. After taxes. I used to think Betty White was Betty Crocker, and I still want to hug her and have Bonnie. Bonnie Fife is my grandmother on my mother's side. It's how I started my stick business, survival residuals. It's what you get for sunbathing in Beowulf's, Alaska in February. She was a tough old bounty hunter, and her register was extensive. Inspiration and influence gave rise to the birth of the great baseball character, Manager Go Rago. She has patents for several fasteners. You just trust me on this one, that you never want to see her go bitch. You don't want to see her go bitch, especially if she's got a Kawasaki on the road. She was the only grandma on the block that did farm equipment impressions. She's giving pointers to Dana Carvey, Phil Hartman, and Rich Little. She's gotten into a fist fight with John Lovitz and punched his ticket. But he'd tell you another story. She was an origami wizard who folded herself a paper boat and sailed around the world in 43.5 hours. She was a clever one, Doc, among the other 2,500 recorded journal entries for uses for ping-pong paddles. She steered a boat and slapped her ass awake when it went numb from sitting on the paper seats. She used to light stick matches on her whiskers. She lit one off of President Johnson's face once. There wasn't a birthmark on his backside in the Cam Dunwell scandal tape. She bought me my first pack of Lucky Strikes when I turned old enough to smoke on my 9th birthday. I won't give her shit for that unless you're willing to take responsibility for those shoes. Anybody that wants a challenge, I can puff the magic dragon. I got a special cherrywood stick for that. Gotta get back to my new King Coil mattress, Doc. It's a dream. I don't want to get up even that much more in the morning, but I do with the help of one of my sticks. You think I could have an extra basket of steamed oysters, Doc? I'm expecting a conjugal visit later. And if I don't get it, it's gonna be hide and seek with Mrs. Hilligan. Be advised to stay out of the laundry facility from 9:05 to 9:10. She can smell oyster enhanced in a field full of lilies. Now, we need those oysters by 8 o'clock, Doc, and Mrs. Hilligan never asked to know anything about my knowledge of Roman history. And while you're there, give the dietitian with the dreadlocks a message for me to meet me outside the laundry room at 9 o'clock. Tell her whistles instead of bells. She'll know what I mean. Now, I've got a dozen line of sticks to go design. We know you're a shrink, but give that surgery position some thought anyway. Now I'll be gone with Don and the world is back on, and sweet Mrs. Hilligan is all yours. Now I'm gonna go play one final game of flag football in the day room with the gang, and it's woman's time to go skins, and baby, it's cold outside. Now motion your guns to duck it. I've got a story to live, and a football game to lose.